God, at the beginning of that movie, actually, the gloves are off. I
Yeah.
think about that song probably once a week. I
Oh,
think it's
yeah.
so funny.
It really is. Well, and like I don't know, man. Like, I feel like Jack Black, he has this like, because there was an interview that he did. I don't know. It was with some celebrity.
We should talk. We should record it. We should talk about it.
Yeah, we're doing it.
Oh, are we? We're
So there
live.
was there was some celebrity he was on there with in black and white,
Mhm.
and he was like, when did you figure out that you could like get to this register? He's like, I mean, because you have kind of a wide range
Mhm.
of ability. When did you figure it out you could do that? And he was like, I mean, I don't really know. Like, it's just one of the like it was exploring the sort of comedic sound of what Tenacious D was supposed to be, because
Yep.
we could never be a serious band. Like,
Right.
I have so many. He's like, I have so many people who are asking me like, why aren't you a serious band? And he's just like, because we're not.
Mhm.
Like, we tried to be, and it was just bad.
Yeah.
And so he was like, so we're a comedic band. And he was like, so exploring some of the sound that we wanted Tenacious D to feel like, and we
Mhm.
thought that made sense. You just hit these, you just hit the growl a little bit,
Yeah.
hit a little bit of the spice that he says, like
Yeah.
you put a little spice on it. And I'm just able to get there. And so he's like, I can't, and it's not that I have like this crazy range, and it's not that I'm, this incredibly technical singer. It's just one of those things that, like, if I can do it, I can do it.
It just hits like it's in the mode of the song, like so that it's like it's not out of place for him to do that.
Yeah.
And that's where a lot of these like they can't do that because like it's a serious song or whatever. Like you can't do to that. Like that sounds a little goofy. Like
Right.
but like you'll hear him in tribute because like he's singing
Yeah.
normal, and he's like, and we played the first thing that came to our heads, and he's like, just so happened to be, and
Yeah.
he starts like kind of
Yeah.
changing it a little bit, but he's doing that just to get there,
Yeah. No,
and
he
he's not
really is.
being. I mean, he's kind of being goofy.
It's the way he's pronouncing it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 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 for sure. He even in his acting, he's big
Yeah.
on that.
Yeah.
Like huge on the way he
And
the way he says words.
it was just the way that we were talking about.
Yep.
We were ever to do a band, how we would just
Big
mispronounce.
Swayze.
Yeah, oh gosh, big Swayze.
Dude,
I told that to Lucy.
that's
She
sick.
she lost her mind.
It's sick.
She was shrieking for like a good 5 seconds. It's so funny.
it needs to happen.
It
It's
does.
amazing.
It's so funny.
I'm working on building the recording studio, and then that.
Are you?
Yeah,
Yeah, let's
and
do
then we
it.
start making it happen, dude. Well, a lot of the song, I think I told you, like really, like just ideas we come up with. I just have guitar tracks constantly,
Yeah,
and so I'm just like, well, let me like piece this together,
honestly, you should.
and I
Well,
do.
yeah. Well, and part of what I wanted to tell you about that, you have access to the Spotify account. You should just put the freaking music on there. You should. Who cares?
Yeah,
Like,
I could
mix it up, okay? Make her sound pretty,
make her purty.
and then just put it on there.
I
Who
feel like
cares?
the only one. Well, it really encouraged me that whatever the last one was that I did. Like, and you were like, "Hey, this one's like it's
Really
put
good.
together well,"
It's really
And I
good.
was like, "Cool." Like, so to me, I was like, "There's the bar," and so I'm trying to get there. And then like one of the ideas you came up with was like the Nick Topher McDaniel's,
Yes.
and I like I just have these guitar things, and I do them to a drum track or
Yeah.
whatever, and I'll just be playing, and I'll just plug it into my phone and when I'm driving to work, and I just kind of like screw around with it, and I'll just be like, "Am I hearing something?" I'll be like, "Yes, I'm hearing something," and then I just kind of slowly start putting things together. It's a slow burn, but then it's actually like putting it down and like having to like record the vocals, and like my setup is not anything fancy. It's literally like iPhone headphone connectors and iPads and GarageBand. Like it's nothing fancy, and so it takes like forever.
Yeah,
But it's a
I'm
lot of
sure.
fun when they're done.
Yeah, I'm sure it's like, and maybe when you get your PC set up, like
That's
you'll
what
be
I
able
kind of
to
want to
kind
do.
of kind of get an interface going and kind of make it a little
If I
easier
could
for
get
yourself.
like, and I've watched like tons of videos of them because I'll see guys like, and I know they do a lot of work beforehand. Like it's not, I'm not
downgrading.
Well, and it's not like I'm not like whatever word dumb to the fact that they have like probably done all of this work
Yeah.
and now
Prep.
they're just gonna like way before now they're just recreating it.
Yeah.
But like there's a dude like it's called Thick Riff Thursdays, and he
Okay.
does and he'll make like an entire metal song or
Okay.
hardcore song or whatever, and he'll do it like as he's like, let me lay this riff down. I like this riff, and he'll play it. He'll do it. Then he'll like, okay, let's lay that down, and then it's just like and just starts clicking stuff and moving stuff, and then he's like, okay, now we got this, and then you hear it, and you're like, oh my god, I'm like, that sounds like a studio freaking guitar riff. And be like, let me lay some bass over it. He won't even play the bass. He's like, let me do this real quick, and then the bass is over it.
So he'll just like he'll draw it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, let me do some drums, and he's got his like his MIDI over here, and so he'll like press his buttons and something like, yeah, I like that kick. Okay, let's add that, and just builds the whole song. And I'm like, dude, what I could do, like the damage I could do if I had that would be
Yeah.
so fun. And he's just doing like instrumentals mostly, but still, like I think that's where I get where the breakdown happens for me is I get super excited and I'm like, oh my god, and I just want to like create it, and then it's just the very slow, gradual process of like today I will add this, today I will add this, and it just takes
It
a
does.
lot longer than I want it to, and so then by the time the song's done, it's been 4 or 5 months,
Yeah.
you know,
No, I get it.
which isn't bad, but still,
Well, even just like I feel like all the hobbies that you and I have, like first of all, I feel like I have too many hobbies.
I love my
Like
hobbies.
I'm not saying that you do. I'm saying
Oh, I
me
do.
personally. I feel like I have too many cuz like I have like 3 different cameras and like camcorders that I just like I don't really use that. I use the cameras
Mhm.
like cuz I like to go out and shoot stuff. But like everything
And film
else
it.
right, yeah. Stop, dude. You can't tell them that, okay?
Oh,
You can't put that out there. What's the matter with you?
one of my hubbies.
What am I just,
Gather, just
I just go out there
calling out your stuff.
and get my gat.
Yeah.
Um,
And record it.
but no, so like I like to do that, but then I also have like repairing electronics. I've gotten really into that.
Mhm.
I don't know why. I'm not good at it, but I'm having a lot of fun with it, right?
Yeah.
And then there's like I just bought a freaking banjo with a resonator on the back.
Mm.
A banjo that I've been looking for like years.
That's awesome.
And the one condition for getting it was so that I play banjo at least once a week.
Okay.
And like my wife, she was like, "You have to play banjo at least once a week."
As soon as she walks in, you're like, ding, ding, ding,
Yeah, right.
ding, 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 ding.
But like I'm also doing school right now.
Right.
So all the time that I'm dedicating to hobbies, I'm not dedicating to school.
Which is one way to think of it. And also, like, you know, you can't do, I mean, you got to do other stuff
No, for sure. And
because you
like
could cut out sleep. You could cut out eating. You know what I mean? Like, you got to have,
yeah.
you're allowed to kill time.
And it's so hard for me to justify. It's hard for me in my brain to justify other things because I feel like I'm behind on stuff. You know what I mean? And I'm not.
No.
You know, like it's all like most of the deadlines that I have in my life are self-imposed.
Well, that's what I was going to tell you. Like, and I mean, you're very aware of that stuff anyway. Like like mental state and
Yeah.
like emotionally intelligent to like be able to distinguish like, okay, I'm just putting this on myself, right? But it
Yeah.
still is like something hard to like correct because you can't help like I'm feeling it. Why am I feeling it?
Right.
You know? But yeah, a lot of deadlines, like it really is like if you can expand your week or expand like a lot of people put it like in a 24-hour period, and I used to do that, but like I didn't do this, 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 and this, so like I'm a failure today. But if I was like, well, I want to do this twice this week, that's a huge. I mean, that's way different, you know.
Mhm.
And it makes it a lot easier to kind of like sprinkle in that type of stuff. Because then what I found out is it's like, do I want to do this thing or am I wanting to be like an expert at it? And it found out that I
Yeah.
was just setting really high standards that like, well, I should already have my studio done and be able to like do this stuff. And it's
Right.
like, but
But why am I putting that on myself?
I'm not getting a record label tomorrow.
Right. Like who am I doing? Who am I doing any of this for?
Right. Yep.
Like and like the real answer to that question is myself. I'm
Right.
really only doing it for me.
Because I want to.
Like I think I've got like so I've gotten into like I mean I've mentioned on the pod before, but like gotten into cassettes
Uh-huh.
and like analog media and just really
Yep.
enjoying it, right? And part of that because all of this technology is so old now, besides the stuff that they're still manufacturing, um, I have one portable cassette deck that is brand new. It's in working condition, right?
Nice.
So all this other technology is from the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
And like it's even then it's like a situation to where this was old at that time,
Right. Yeah.
like this cassette deck didn't come out until the 70s.
Gosh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm looking at a 20, 40, 50-year-old piece of machinery,
It's like, why didn't it work?
and I'm amazed that some of it does work.
Yeah, dude. Stuff.
You know what I mean?
I've heard that's why companies like that, like obviously we like progressed, but like there's some like washing machines and stuff like that exist
Yep.
out there that those companies went out of business because they literally like their product was just incredible.
Yes.
It's like you'll never need another one.
Yeah.
It's been 30 years. Why would we need a return customer? And be like, okay,
Yeah.
well, you're welcome, guys.
Exactly. And like honestly, kudos to them for being able
Sure.
to manufacture something that has stood the test of time.
Yeah.
But like the big thing with those cassette decks is the belts. The belts just turn to goo. Like it is just rubber goo by the time I'm looking at it.
Dang.
And so and like that's fine. Like it's a matter of time before that happens. But
I'm hoping it resurfaces because bands are still. I have cassettes like new, like in the package cassettes from like current bands.
you do.
Yes.
Which ones?
Well, most of them will. Like if you just go to like their website, a lot of
Right.
them do, and they're like $10. Like they make them pretty cheap.
A cassette?
A cassette.
What?
Yeah, Slaughter to Prevail had one. I almost bought it, but it would
But
have been too much in shipping. Like it would have like
that's
doubled the
the
part
other
in shipping.
freaking thing
Yeah,
is like
but they're a foreign band, so they're not from the U.S.
oh, okay, yeah.
But
that's the other side of it. You freaking so like for a $2 part, I'm paying $5 to $10 in
Right.
shipping.
right,
Like that's freaking ridiculous.
and that's why they're like, oh, just buy the thing, the new thing. Like I don't want the new thing.
Yeah.
I want this technology, this older technology.
I would really love if Radio Shack were to open again.
I was gonna let me know if you see a Radio Shack.
Let me know.
There's if you just follow bands or join like their mailing list or whatever,
Mhm.
or just go to their website. A
Yeah.
lot of times, if you go into their merch, you'll find cassettes on there.
Well, like
Because
I've started.
I mean, LPs and records or vinyls, are all over the
they're
place.
starting
and
to make
They're
come
all over
back
the
hard.
place.
So I actually heard vinyl sales made over $1 billion
I believe it.
in I think it was from like
2020, probably.
2025
Oh, okay.
to early 2026. Okay, like
Huh.
just last month, I think. Just made over $1 billion in sales since 1978.
Holy crap!
So they're making a huge resurgence.
Wow.
And so like I found I went to Kingfisher, who is amazing band. I love
Mhm.
just all the stuff that they came out with in that first album of theirs. It's so good. It's one of the few albums I can freaking listen to front to back, and it's great.
That's cool.
And they came out with a vinyl, and there's like 2 or 3 different versions. Fit for a King. I just got their vinyl for their Lonely God album.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's where they get you because they make like super cool like limited edition.
They
prints.
super do. There's 4 different versions of that record.
Yep.
And I got I think the Crown one.
That's cool.
Super cool.
Yeah.
And like the reason I got like the whole stack system is so I can make mixtapes. Because they don't so Dolby is the whole reason that they were able to make mixtapes that actually sounded really good.
Oh,
Dolby doesn't license their, I guess, bass system,
interesting.
to cassette manufacturers anymore.
What?
So
Are they losing
all
money?
the new stuff is not coming out and sounding as good as the old stuff did.
That's really interesting.
Yeah.
I was gonna look up some bands, see if they still do it. 'Cause I remember I wanted one super bad.
Yeah. But yeah, you guys are coming in kind of mid convo here. So
Talking about Jack
thanks
Black and
for-
all that. Yep.
Thanks for tuning in. I got a what if here for you, Eric.
Okay.
What if aliens
Yes.
were to come back to Earth,
Mm-hmm.
make themselves known, but they sent us back to the Stone Age?
Ooh. Like they rule over us?
No.
Or they just did it and then dipped.
Yep, did it and walked away.
Bunch
They
of
were like,
jerks.
we will bring
We're not gonna kill you.
all of your technology and infrastructure. So basically they just wiped all the infrastructure off the planet,
Cool.
but modern day knowledge still exists.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
So knowledge of the infrastructure, knowledge of how things are made, how things have been manufactured over the years already exists, right?
Got it.
We only have raw materials. So we're like back into the Stone Age, no clothes, no like
Woohoo!
everything everything is like essentially back to the Stone Age, but we still have the knowledge that we have today.
Dang.
They would say, we will bring back all the infrastructure that you had in April 2026, May 2026.
Okay.
Okay. But you have to make the first iPhone right now. How long do you think it would take for us to be able to manufacture an iPhone to get all the infrastructure back?
From the Stone Age?
Yeah, essentially from raw materials,
But with the knowledge we
but
have
with the
now.
knowledge that we have now. Like, just give it a good spitball.
Like we're all coming together?
Yeah, like the whole world
Less than
sent back to the Stone Age, right?
a week for sure. That's like a highball.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm thinking like 50 years.
I don't think so.
So I've heard other people say 100 years.
Dang.
And then there's another people who are like, maybe 500 years. And I'm like,
Holy crap.
look, if with all the knowledge that we have now,
That's what, yeah.
with the whole world banding together, which I don't think it would, okay? I think it would take about 50 years.
I think like at first I kind of thought of it like alchemy, like gotta get this element to get this element to get this element to get this element, and then whatever. But then I'm like, no, like I think with the knowledge that we have now, there's a ton of people out there with like just extreme
Knowledge.
unrealistic like abilities to piece things together like that. And I don't think it would take very long. I really think less than a week.
I really don't think it would take a week. The only reason why is because everything is manufactured by machines, essentially. Like, really the only components that are put together are like the design.
But I mean,
for-
are you
for the
talking
iPhone.
like are you talking like iPhone 16 Pro?
Okay.
Like are you like to me, I guess I'm asking like what specs are we talking about? Like, hey, I want a fully functioning smartphone.
Yeah,
and that
like,
means I've got to
so-
also invent the internet.
So first iPhone, right?
Yeah.
Was just the regular iPhone.
Right.
When was that announced? Early 2010? before that.
I think a little bit before. I think.
Yeah. The technology then was not as advanced as it is now.
True.
However, I think just to manufacture the first iPhone and have it functioning to the capacity that they're expecting, right?
Uh-huh.
You're talking people to build rudimentary machines, build, glass, build like the actual screen portion of it. I feel like just from base principles to establish all the infrastructure that it would need in order to do it from raw materials would take a full 50 years.
You might be ask chat
Yes,
this now.
GPT.
Decades, not years.
Yeah.
Is what it says. And that's with a global coordination and zero conflict.
Yeah.
The idea sounds simple. We already know how. But the hard truth is an iPhone isn't one invention. It's the endpoint of hundreds of deeply interdependent industries that took over a century to build.
Yeah. Like I feel like it would be like just base one, picking up a rock,
Right?
we're talking we're probably talking like 50 or so years.
They said about 70 to 100 to recreate something like the iPhone. And that's actually aggressive. Realistically, it could take longer. So because
I'd say that's fair.
There's systems that they're talking about, like you got to do like the agricultural, like stabilized, like basic tools, simple machines, early electricity, like telegraph style communication. So again, it is more of an alchemy thing.
Yeah.
Like we do have to get
Yeah.
to phase one before phase two. It's not just like let's just build an iPhone.
100%. Like because you're essentially the telecommunications system that exists right now on a global scale. If you understood the analog system of that to get to a wireless standard, you would have, it would be hundreds, if not thousands of miles of wire. And you think about like the old telecom systems, like the ones that have the switchboard. You would have to virtually build that in a city type setting in order to even get like telecommunications activated.
That's kind of what they're saying too, is that like in order to like you can't just fast track to some of those things, because if you did, like you could, you're running into like a lot of issues, but you basically have to establish like a civilization first.
Yes.
Of a lot of components and a lot of things that
yes
come together before you can just poof.
Yeah. And it would take like industry experts to be able to like say this is how that's done.
Yeah.
You guys are going to be boots on the ground.
Yep.
Like the people who are going to be able to
I'm gonna play with that rock
to make that stuff, right? Yeah. Like you guys are going to be the ones that are setting this stuff up. Like we've got linemen today; they would be able to understand how to do that. But yeah, it would take.
That's cool.
It would take a long time.
That's a fun
what if, right?
Yeah.
Another question. Okay. This is one that I think about a lot because of like our current power grid. We may have talked about this before. What if an EMP went off in our atmosphere? Not even like on the United States, in the atmosphere. Like we're talking about like the stratosphere.
Okay.
which is a realistic thing, like solar flares and things like that. It gives
Somewhere
off
in the stratosphere.
gives off EMP.
Uh-huh.
That's a real thing that could happen.
Yep.
So
I'm not angry. I'm just saying.
if you if what do you think would be like the primary response
God.
to something like that?
Well, sometimes goodbye is a second chance. Or
My
something
God,
I would
shut
say. Well, start with that. So that's just something we should establish.
First of all, let's get Shine Down in here.
Right.
All right.
We'll do that real quick. The hard part is that, like, it's kind of like the zombie apocalypse question. So I was like, what would you do? And I remember someone was like, I would go to Cabela's or go to Bass Pro or whatever and blow out the staircases. So I'm just like up there.
Did you? Are you talking about what I was
Yeah.
talking?
Like, and I'm just up there. I'm like, that's great. It sounds like an ingenious thing. But then, like, I'm starting to get a little hungry. When's this gonna be over? And so you think
We're
of
like climbing the freaking
yeah, oh yeah. I'm like,
wall
what zombies are we
bits, like, to
talking
get
about?
down there.
Yeah, freaking like the Mummy, and just like on the side of the wall, and just like, oh, this is it.
The
Right,
first thing I'm doing, I'm going to Cabela's. I'm playing that shit.
that's what I
game.
remember that. Man, play that for like 17 hours. That shooting game, it's a blast. We're out of quarters. But like, I remember one of my friends asked me, like, we were talking about that driving somewhere, and he was like, what would we do if like this car just like just done? Phones don't work. What do you do? And his response was, I find the closest structure and take it over. I was like, oh my God. But he was like, it's survival. I'm like, you're an animal. It's been like 5 minutes. Thank God.
Who was it that said that?
His name's Derek. He was a manager for another, like a different store
Okay.
for when I worked for the Buckle.
Nice.
And I remember like him saying that, and I was like, oh man. And it just like completely different, like
Yeah.
almost like Joe Rogan on there, of like, if someone touched my kid, or whatever.
You're right.
And I was like, wow, dude, okay, cool, that's good to know. But in realistic, like, I think it really, like, I feel like it depends on it depends on location. It depends on like where this is happening. If it's on your commute to work, like, what are you going to do? I think everyone that has a family, their first thought is like, I got to get back to my family. Like, I have to get there. Like, you're not really thinking about the other stuff unless you are a douche and you're just like, I'm just going to try to save myself. You know what I mean?
Unless you are skadoosh.
Right. Like, well, I have to be alive. If I want to get back to my family, I'm like, they're waiting for you. Like,
Right.
regardless of what you think,
Hopefully.
like they're yeah, right. They just took off. Right.
I don't know if I would trust any of my family to just chill.
You're just gone.
I don't know if I would trust that.
Okay.
I think I could trust Lucy to do that.
That's who I was thinking you were talking about.
But like,
you're backing
her
up
her mom goes into category 10 chaos mode. Like, this is crisis level 0. I'm infected with the zombie disease and I'm going to eat my family. I need to do something about this. She does that when she stubs a toe.
I'm picturing like, you're
Like-
going out the driveway, and then that's when like, everything,
right.
and then both of them just taking off out the front door, like just gone with bags packed.
Right.
You're just like, what is going?
What just
Yeah,
happened?
what is happening?
No. So I would hope that Lucy's chilling. Okay. Her mom, don't trust that.
Probably eating her.
I mean, something.
Someone's gotta live.
Like, I trust
Not today.
I trust her to be able to like defend herself
Against her mother, who's trying to
against anything. She's stout. She
Those are palm hits,
Yeah.
by the way, into her mother's like
impacts.
into her mother's vitals.
But like, I trust her ability to just like ruthlessly, instinctually destroy something, and not even necessarily a person. Okay, like she's stout.
Just hitting the
She's
beams in your
stout.
house.
She's one of those ladies who I would trust to lift a car
If you
it
were
was
under it?
like a baby was underneath
Yeah,
it. You know,
there
like
you go.
mom's strength
Mhm.
getting it up. Like I I think she could
awesome.
do it. Like I don't know what it is about like the Forrest genes, but they're strong people.
All of them?
All of them. Like I don't get it. It's I
Even
don't know if it's the
like her
German in them or the Irish in that. I don't
that pint of
understand.
Guinness.
Like,
Is it her like her sister too?
oh yeah,
For real?
they're stout people.
I mean, I'm sorry if you're listening. I'm not trying to be mean. It's not, I just wouldn't
Yeah.
picture that.
No, like so
Her brothers,
Ken-
I could see it. I mean,
oh no,
they're both jacked.
they're big boys,
Hmm.
and like Kenyon's he's short, but he is just like he's always been like muscular, so he's dense. Like Jack is just huge.
Yeah.
Like he's 6'4". Like he's a
Six
big
foot
boy.
four and full of muscles.
He's a big boy. So I think I'd trust Lucy to be all right. I feel like she would probably be very overwhelmed and ready, like to get feral. You know what?
What?
I'd very much trust that she would just be a feral creature by the time I get to her, like protecting the cats.
Like I was at Dylan's.
Yeah, like
I was close.
so. I would get to her first, right? Or
Right.
at least try to.
Yeah.
Then
Then what do you hunker down?
Then
Do
what
you
do I
like
do?
try to like take off? You got a tent with you?
I don't have anything.
But you know what I mean? Like what? Like
Would I try and take off? Yes, I would. I mean, the first thing I would do, I would head to Ohio.
all the way there?
Why not?
Why is that safe? Or why is that your first thought?
Because I got to make sure my
I'm
other
coming,
family,
Kevin!
I got to make sure my other family's there, and if anyone that I trust to be on my side and have my back, it's Kevin.
Yeah.
For sure. Like I mean, I trust you, of course.
But he's got his family too.
Yeah,
Kevin
no,
does.
I know. But like, I would be
He's
there.
feral by the time you get
I
there. You know what I
mean,
mean?
I'm pretty sure Kevin would.
Already talking that way, you know?
And I'm just like, what is going on? Yeah. Just smacking his chest.
You're like, things are fine now, guys. Like,
Yeah. Dude, you can
halfway here, we were
you
all right.
can talk to me.
Yeah.
Like we're okay.
What? Be awesome.
Just like Kevin.
Just,
Chill.
just full chest hair, like it's just like so far out. Like his
For the
tank
first time
can't,
in his
yeah,
life.
his tank just like can't.
Yeah.
It's just out. What the heck happened,
What happened to you?
Yeah,
I don't know what.
Yeah.
Just something.
yeah, dude. EMP. Where you
Oh,
been?
I getting that way.
Bro,
know?
it's not radioactive, bro. God,
Like,
Chernobyl out
did
here.
you get some freaking moonshine from
Right.
West Virginia or something? What happened? Put your
Use
hair
that
on
to
your
take-
peaches?
use that to take the varnish off of speedboats. But yeah, dude, I always think of like if it were to happen, like I just hope that it was like fixed quickly,
Right.
and it just happened to be like I had like a week off anyway. You know what I mean? But I wonder, I really do, how long it takes for the world to go insane when you take away like basic things.
Oh, dude, so fast. We're talking like seconds.
I mean, we
talking,
see
like,
that in cities,
split seconds.
but I guess there's a difference to me in like business looting and like I'm gonna go take over the neighborhood.
right.
And that's where I'm thinking. So if it gets it here, it's at night, and then boom,
I feel like as soon as
I'm just like pointing at the door.
I feel like as soon as anyone takes over a police station,
Well, I mean, yeah.
we've lost it. We've
The-
lost the city.
The part that I think gets, we're not on social media anyway, but I think the part that gets like really spooky about it is because how desensitized we've gotten to being able to like see news from like all over the place. Like, oh, where's that
Yes.
happening at? Oh, okay, cool. To being completely in the dark. And then being like, what's going on out there? Is it safe?
Well, and especially so if you think about it, like 28 Days Later,
Uh-huh.
that was just the island of England. That was just the UK.
Mm.
So Ireland's good. Okay.
Right.
mainland is good. So
Mm-hmm.
Sweden, everything else, everything surrounding them, they're fine, and they're quarantining
Mm.
the UK. So the only thing that's left on that island that's still alive is infected virus,
Right.
okay, and survivors.
Yep.
Like,
That's
and
true.
they can't leave the island.
Uh-huh.
Anytime anyone goes on that detail, they leave the island, they get shot.
Right.
So if we're talking about quarantining an entire country, like, is it a situation to where this is on a global scale,
Right.
or is this a situation that it's only in Ohio? Is this a situation that it's only in half the country?
Uh-huh.
Okay, because one half of the country is going to go real hard and fast against the other half.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
and then if it's the whole continent, we're talking Mexico, we're talking Canada, we're talking South America,
Yep.
because all that stuff is interconnected.
Sure.
And then never mind the fact that there's international flights.
Well, that's what I mean. Is like if the continuous of like the world as we know it, or if it just like ceases to exist.
Right. Like, how much of it is planned ahead of time?
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, how much of it is something that is a known thing?
Because if you
And
think,
how much of it is something that is a disaster situation?
well, because so question of like in real life scenarios, like we always see the movies and stuff where they like, well, okay, I'm gonna link in a few so you can get your
Get it,
laps in, but
get
you've
it.
got like War of the Worlds, you've
Yep.
got The Mist,
Yeah.
movies like where like there's a military influence, I guess, like still somewhat
Still present.
still going. Yep. And so Stranger Things, even there's like a military presence to like
Yeah.
separating this
Well, and
town.
that's just a freaking town.
Just a town. It's not happening anywhere else. But to them, because they have no idea, there's no
Right.
outsource. They have no outlook. They, you know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah,
what I
'cause
mean.
They go to Russia at one point.
That's what I mean.
Like, yeah.
Like it's nuts how you could be so in the dark and like you're so close to freedom. You
Yeah.
know, like The Village. You know, you're
Oh,
right. You're so
gosh.
close. Amazing, movie.
That
Amazing
was,
concept
that was
in the movie.
so
Blew my mind first time I ever saw it.
really great concept,
Oh yeah,
but so impractical.
exactly. Right. It just happens to be out there. It's a
Yeah.
national park, for God's sake.
It is.
But anyway, like, so that's my questions leading up to that. Is it's like, so the military gets like quickly. We have the National Guard, we have the Marines, we have them all come here to our city that we live in
Oh yeah.
and lock it down.
Yep.
There's patrols on every corner. No one's breaking into houses around here, guys. But we got to get this situation under control, whatever that situation is.
So we're talking like martial law type stuff.
So it's like, if that happens in real life, do people play ball, or does the mass like try to take over? And that's where I think, like with anything else, it's all about time. If it's one day, I think we'd all listen. If it's a week, start
then
getting
we
into
get-
those, you
Yep,
know,
yep.
8 days.
Yep.
start getting
Day
real
8, people are getting antsy.
loosey goosey
I
in
can do
here.
this better than you.
Right. Yeah.
Like, yeah.
But I think like when you start, you know, you take away basic needs or basic like essentials, and then all of a sudden that just like sends you down this slippery slope. And it doesn't take long before you're like, I just want a way out.
Yeah.
So I think that really is the determining factor. There's a lot there to unpack, but I think it really just depends on like the severity and like what happens, like how much does your day to day change after that happens to
Yeah.
what then you're gonna do.
I don't know, man. Like, it's a slippery slope
Mm-hmm.
for sure. And I feel like anyone can speculate on it, but you never actually know how any of it's gonna go.
Well, I know people have like go bags and stuff like that that are just like at the ready, you know, in case you need it. And it's
Well-
like, but what if you're not? Like, what if you're in an elevator and it goes out? Like, there's your go bag.
And where are you gonna go, right? Do you have land
Yeah,
somewhere
yeah.
off the grid?
Right.
Guess what? That's gonna be found by somebody and taken over. Nobody's
Exactly.
here.
To me, that's almost more dangerous than being like in a suburban setting in some cases, because you can see the threat coming, but it's also like they can also tell that like you probably don't have you don't have a lot to hide.
Right. Well, not only that, not only do you not have a lot to hide, you can discern that only so many amount of people will be able to fit in that house.
Mhm.
We would be able to tell. So if we had 8 freaking people on our side, that we say that we had our zombie apocalypse team,
Mhm.
okay, and we've got 8 people, they can only fit about 15, maybe,
Yeah.
okay, comfortably,
Uh-huh.
right? All we'd have to do is wait them out.
That's it.
They have to come out somehow.
Mhm.
They may have a little bit of advantage because they understand the terrain.
Right.
They understand how everything is set up. They may have booby traps.
Sure.
You never know. But we're able to, one, get the high ground, if there is one,
Mhm.
and we're able to flank them.
From any direction.
They're not able to do any of that.
It's all open.
Yeah.
Mostly, usually.
So
Could be some differences, but
and then think about it the other way. Dude with go bag doesn't get to the freaking camp
nope.
For 24 hours.
Right.
Okay. We are already there.
Mhm.
We have already found it.
Right.
We have already taken it over.
Mhm. Yep.
What do we do then?
Yep. Blow his leg off. Send a message. But if
Send
you
a
have
warning.
Yeah, exactly.
Warning shot.
You've been warned. I was warned. If the and you don't have, if all the electronics and stuff are out, like there's no ring camera or anything like that. Like you're not going to have any type of
You're not gonna have the
surveillance.
infrastructure out there.
Nope.
Unless it's on a closed system.
Like you're a sitting duck. To me, I don't know why that is, and maybe it's just because there's like, but the thought of like being like in a farmhouse or something and having just this ginormous open field and seeing like threats walking towards
for
you
sure.
would be like so terrifying.
This is why you have a Barrett 50 cal.
Yeah.
You know what and oh
Yeah. For real.
and they're just like like they are red mist
Yeah.
at that point.
Yeah.
Like at a mile out, you're red mist. Gosh.
Those ones where you hear it and like you just see like it's almost like a
you would
heat
feel the impact before you would hear it.
Like a heat radiating off of a car, but you can just see it like
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, you see the heat wave.
just from a distance.
Yeah.
Just a little flash.
It's so funny too because like so there's a dude who does shorts, like YouTube shorts, where he's firing toward the camera.
Yeah.
And you see
that's
the
what
arc.
I was thinking of.
Yeah. Like
yeah.
And you're just like, okay, I'm dead.
Yeah, I'd be
like,
yeah, for sure.
Like I'd feel it if he missed me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'd feel the heat from it.
Right.
And then he'd get me on the next one. You know, like he knows
It's
where
already
it is
in the
now.
air.
Like, yeah.
I found my zero.
Yeah. You know?
Dude, that's funny.
Gosh. Okay. I've got a hypothetical fight.
Fight?
Yes.
Okay.
In a hypothetical fight between Joe Rogan
Oh.
and Michael Jai White.
Oh God.
Many martial art experts favor Joe Rogan if the fight goes to the ground. While Michael Jai White holds the advantage in size, reach, and technical striking capability.
Okay.
Joe Rogan is 5'7" to 5'8", so about as tall as Eric. He weighs 190 to 200 pounds estimated. Holds black belts in 3 disciplines: Taekwondo, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu. Primary edge is elite grappling and ground control. Okay, Michael Jai White is 6'1". He weighs 225 to 235 pounds. Has 7+ black belts in Kyokushin, Shotokan, Taekwondo, etc. massive size, and explosive striking. So key factors are grappling superiority. Joe Rogan is a high-level Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt under Jean-Jacques Machado and Eddie Bravo, while White has trained in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Jiu-Jitsu. Rogan's decades of rolling with world-class practitioners give him a significant technical edge on the ground. Physical stature, Michael Jai White has a substantial advantage in both height, it's a 5-inch difference, and weight, roughly 30 to 40 pounds heavier. In a real fight, this reach and mass make it much harder for a smaller opponent to close the distance or secure takedowns. So, striking expertise. Both men are elite strikers. Rogan is famous for a spinning back kick so powerful it was studied by UFC champion Georges St. Pierre. However, White is a master of 7+ styles, has a competitive point karate champion. Was a competitive point karate champion, known for unfair, quote unquote, speed and technical precision. Unfair speed.
Okay.
Like he's so fast.
When you say Joe Rogan, the first thing I think of is his kick.
Yeah, that's what.
Because that's crazy.
Yeah. So he has his powerful spinning back kick. Apparently, it's impressive.
It's nuts.
It really is.
I love watching him because I hate Brian Cowan. I love watching him like try to teach him.
Oh yeah.
How to do it, and he's just like, "I'll show you," and then he does it, and everyone's like, "Oh," and then he does it on a bag, and you're like, "Oh,
yeah,
like that would hurt."
Yes.
He just dialed in, like just knows the technique so well.
Well, and Taekwondo it's known for kick striking. Like it's renowned for it. Like you're not going to be able to get away from someone who's a world-class Taekwondo. Like he was an instructor. He taught.
Ding.
And so you're not getting away from it. He's gonna clack you with one.
Yeah.
At least. Mutual respect. The two are friends and have appeared on the Joe Rogan Experience together to discuss their training philosophies. While White has publicly praised Rogan's martial arts, quote unquote, nerd level and his devastating kick power. So essentially, there was many martial artists favor Joe Rogan if the fight goes to the ground.
Yeah.
But I feel like that would be a good fight.
What's the height advantage again?
5'7" is Joe Rogan. Michael Jai White's 6'1", so he's a good 5 inches taller.
I don't know why I thought he was. I mean, that's tall, but I don't know why I thought Michael Jai White was taller.
I mean, he is.
No, like.
You thought
I thought he was taller than 6'1".
He was taller than 6'1". Yeah. And then I actually put in Joe Rogan versus Scott Adkins. And yeah, they favored Scott Adkins on that, or Joe Rogan on that one too because of grappling. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like Joe Rogan would because I mean he just is a better grappler. I think.
I think so.
And I think that would probably be
because he's not only a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, he is a 10th planet Jiu-Jitsu black belt.
Jeez.
Which they've got some good stuff.
My thought is always like when they say like if it went to the ground, or whatever, and I think like yeah, but like it's like what would it take to get it to the ground? And that's where I start to like do the what ifs in my head of like he gets a really good blow, he knocks him down, like what would cause it to go to the ground?
I feel like Michael Jai White is a smart fighter. And I feel like Joe Rogan he knows enough about the martial arts to know standing up against Michael Jai White
Mm-hmm.
is not a good idea.
Right.
He also knows that Michael Jai White has studied BJJ and regular jiu-jitsu, but is not an expert. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
so Jai White's advantage is his height and his reach and his technical understanding.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan is his grappling
Uh-huh.
and that devastating freaking kick.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, I feel like if he could clip him with that kick, which I don't know if that would be easy.
That's what I mean. He's going to be looking for it
Yeah,
in that particular fight.
yeah.
He's going to be looking for it. And that's what I mean is it's like, does he just
But they're-
bum rush him, knock him down, and then like, here we go?
But they're both gonna know what the other advantages is,
Uh-huh.
and so he's gonna like Jai White's gonna completely avoid going to the ground with him,
Right.
and Rogan's gonna completely avoid going toe to toe.
Exactly.
So,
Well, when you think of like, also like strength advantage, because how much does Michael Jai White weigh? I'm guessing
Yeah.
250.
yeah, he's
And Joe Rogan's probably at like 1
190 to 200.
I was gonna say 180 to
Jai
190.
White is 225 to 235.
So not
So he's a-
crazy,
He's
but
a
still
good
50.
20 to 30 pounds heavier.
And so like that's what I'm thinking is like, okay, like if let's just say like complete like just like raw numbers here, like, but Joe Rogan's trying to get him to the ground, like that's his goal, and it's like, so even if he's gonna try to like get behind him and try to suplex him down or whatever, that's no easy feat. If he's gonna try to go just at his legs, that's no easy feat.
Mm-hmm.
If he's going for let me hit him and injure him and then try to take him down, that's also not an easy feat. So it's
Yeah.
gonna come down to like someone's gonna have to make a mistake.
Yeah. But like even though, so the one thing that you can say about Michael Jai White, because he was a point karate champion, he has a crazy amount of control.
Uh-huh.
Joe Rogan is primarily a like contact sparrer.
Mm-hmm.
So he's just going balls out. Like he's like while Michael Jai White can kind of
Hang back a little.
play the short game a little bit
That's true.
and more easily bait.
Yeah.
So one of the things with control,
Mm.
like that's one of the advantages with control. If you're able to show someone that you could have done something,
Uh-huh.
it's incredibly demoralizing.
Yeah. Like I could have kicked you in the face.
Yes. It's like, you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Put your hands up. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
Like, it's a very, very telling thing when someone who's primarily a point fighter,
Yeah.
compared to someone who's just, I'm ready to like end the fight right now.
Yeah. Well, that's my
Like,
thoughts on
It's
that.
easy to bait them.
And I think that's gonna have to be like a punch. I would rather not take a punch from either one of them.
Oh no.
And I'm picturing like I don't know, height does play an advantage in that, like for sure. Like being
Yeah.
able to like who's gonna get the first headshot.
Yeah.
Like that's a reach. Not like
For him.
incredibly, but that's a decent reach
For Rogan, yeah.
Rogan to get, like that's tough.
And I feel like just getting an like an ingress, I guess.
Uh-huh.
That's probably a terrible way. But just finding a way in past his guard
Mm-hmm.
is so terrifying because of that reach.
Yeah.
Like as soon as you find an opening, you're so ready to exploit it that you don't quite understand what else is going on around
That's
you.
what I was thinking too.
So like so you can sort of be all encompassing with how you hit and how you enter.
Yeah.
It's a scary thing.
Because if he's going
Fighting a bigger opponent.
if he's going down like that, I mean you're gotcha. Like he's just gonna wrap him up,
Maybe.
and then toss him.
I wouldn't want to do any of that with Joe Rogan. So the first thing that I would see Jai White being able to do is if he was going in for a takedown, is just sprawl and then try and get back on his feet.
Yeah, that's all he could do.
So I don't
I
know.
mean, in order to, I don't know. I think it would come down to just pure like strength,
Yeah.
like them one on top of the other one.
Who's got the most adrenaline?
That's exactly right. Who's gonna break it?
I feel like Joe Rogan is on so many drugs that
Yeah.
like his stamina is just gonna be
Through the roof.
crazy.
Yeah, that's true. And then whoever wins that fight gets to fight Jake Paul.
Oh my god.
I'm surprised
I don't
Jake Paul
understand.
hasn't called out Joe Rogan.
I don't understand. Well, Joe Rogan's not a boxer.
But I mean, neither is Jake Paul.
That's fair.
But I know what you mean.
Gosh dang it. I don't understand how that man
Dude,
is still like doing
he
things.
paid his dues in the YouTube world and just shifted gears when he should have, made a business decision, and it just worked out for him. It's like you can think it's as unfair as you want, like I do, but it's just like it is what it is. And his brother's in the freaking like WWE or WF or whatever. Like, I mean, are you kidding me?
Yep.
Is that you? What was that?
There was a screw out of the
Out
chair.
of the chair! Oh no!
I don't know what happened.
I'm
Again. Breaking your chair? What is it?
But yeah, it's one of those like it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't.
Absolutely insane.
I mean,
Doesn't make sense to me.
He broke a jaw, and
Huh.
somehow he's still like getting clout for it.
And like, who's at his fights? Like, you're looking at the freaking like Prince of Prince Ali, blah blah, or whoever that was there. Not trying to be disrespectful. I don't know what his name was, but I think he's Your Eminence or something like that. Like some type of prince was there.
Emissary.
Yep, he was there.
Emissary
Jason
of the
Statham was
Gorgonites.
there. I'm pretty sure. I can't remember who else was on the. I'm like, that's
You said Jason Statham.
Jason
was there?
Statham was right next to Mr. Beast.
That had to have been set up.
Dude, front.
It had
front
to
line.
have been. That's so stupid.
It's crazy.
Like they're inviting and they're probably paying these people to be there.
For sure. And some other, I can't remember Dana White.
Dana White's gonna have his foot in any fight in the whole freaking.
You gotta
world.
like freaking respect. The only thing I guess I'll say, like, Dana White literally like is probably one of the only people that can literally do whatever he wants in his company and say whatever he wants on any platform and not get canceled. If that's a good thing, I don't know, but like,
I think he
it's
has
crazy.
I think he has a great PR team.
It's crazy.
That's
though.
what I think.
Well, he says like horrible things.
No, for sure.
And
But like
gets away with it.
But like it's because he's the head of the UFC.
That's what I mean.
But he also like he's been PR trained.
True.
And so and his team, I feel like is freaking top notch.
Well, and I think too, like I feel like probably a hot take here, but like MMA, like that stuff has like this reputation for being a little bit more honorable, which I'm going to give it, than like wrestling.
I wouldn't say honorable. I would say more respected.
That's fair. And so I feel like wrestling is like, we know it's fake. It's going to be fake. Everything's fake. Everything they say, every word is staged. Everything is, MMA does similar things, and it's just not as public. Like they don't think of it that way. They're like, oh no, he really said that. I'm like, you really think Conor McGregor's saying the stuff he's saying because he doesn't want to promote his fight? Like, this guy's a businessman too. He's going to make money.
Yeah, no, it is.
And then it disappears and you don't hear from him anymore.
Oh, for sure.
Like, they know what they're doing.
Well, and like he was in a movie and stuff, and
absolutely horrendous movie.
It was so good.
You liked it?
I loved that.
Roadhouse?
Oh, it was so good.
Oh my god, dude, I hated it.
You hated it?
I hated that movie so much.
That's okay.
That was so bad.
It was bad.
So is there a little hospital around here?
There's
I can call.
There's a reason why. So I love terrible media like that. Though.
I do too. When it's not a movie that I like. really
that you
like.
come from and love.
Yeah.
I get it.
Like if they redid John Wick in 30 years and put someone else in there and just like destroyed it, I'm like, are you kidding me?
Imagine if it was Scott Adkins though.
He's still like, he's like the young Keanu Reeves.
I would love it.
That'd be sick. That'd be cool. That would be cool.
Oh,
But
what
yeah.
else, man?
I
Yeah,
s-
because you had stuff, didn't you?
Well, I don't really know. Then I didn't want to talk about him a lot, but there's this French band
Mm-hmm.
that I was showing you a little bit about. They're like a Canadian French band. It's in French, so I cannot pronounce the word, but it's like Antoine de something,
Okay.
and they're like,
Was that creepy sounding
it
stuff?
was them. Yeah,
yeah,
they're
okay.
like really eerie looking. Like they're just
Dude.
polka dots and stuff like that, but they're very like. As a musician, I can't help but just be like intrigued by this. They're just very tight. Their sound is very tight, but the notes and stuff they play are like unsettling, and their image is unsettling. I showed you a little bit of it. Like
Yeah, it's almost like dissonant.
it's very like it's they use well, at least the people that I've seen do covers of their songs or playthroughs use these like little notches or even zip ties on their like basses and guitars to kind of create extra frets so that they're hitting different notes. It's kind of like the way I kind of thought of it is like almost like I don't think Rush did this, but they sound a little bit like Rush. But there were certain bands that would kind of like turn like change not I guess it's changing their tuning, but they would change like the frequency that they were tuned to.
Yes.
So it just sounded just a little off. So you like if they were playing like an F sharp and you tried to play that, like you're not playing an F sharp. Like it's an F sharp, but like 2 like hertz difference.
Right.
And I feel like they do that with their notes is that they play these like half notes and like quarter notes in there. So they're kind of creating different, not your normal like just solid like major minor notes or major notes. So yeah, it's a little different. There's not half steps, there's not whole steps. It's kind of like quarter steps in there, and then the timing's off. It's like they use loop pedals and like math rock really to make this sound, but crazy. They did this like live performance, and that's what blew them up. That has over like probably 3 million views now.
Wow.
And it was just a live performance that they did of like from front to back, like their album.
Wow.
And
And it's
really
mostly instrumental, yeah.
I think it all is, but like when they do make noise, like the way that the two characters like communicate to each other, they kind of do these like Illuminati like things. One of them's got this like triangle on his head, so you'll see him do like this, and then the other one's got one right here, and so they do like this. And when they quote unquote are like communicating to each other, it's just like like when you like talking to a fan when you're a kid.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of like if you were to like just like put like a noise through that. Like it feels very bubbly. It feels very like a little bit robotic. It's not.
So is this a gimmick?
It's just. I mean, it's their thing. Like it's. I
Yeah,
don't know
like
if it's
that's
their
like their
shtick or
yeah,
what,
like
but
that,
like,
yeah.
but that's the band, and when they play live, they do the same thing.
What's the band called?
I hope you guys that.
Do
It
it,
is.
yeah, do it, yeah. Bring it on.
Bring it on. It is. Okay.
Douche.
Angine space DE space
Potwain.
Patwain. Oh, they did a stinking interview, dude.
Oh God, dude. When I put the name in, because it did like a Potwain band.
Yep.
When when it loaded, polka dots came on the screen.
Are you serious?
I'm not kidding.
Oh my god.
Gosh,
dude.
like look at. I have to show you. It was creepy. Let me see if I can like reload it. Can you see it? Hold on.
Oh, you see the triangle down there?
Yes.
That's creepy.
That's the play button, right?
Probably.
Let me see if I can reload it. Oh, it didn't do it.
You gotta go back and the Vegas Golden Knights are about to
Dude,
play.
it didn't do it.
Dude, that's nuts.
But the first time I loaded it, all the polka dot, it flashed polka dots.
That's so crazy.
That's creepy. What's happening?
Dude, some people are just marketing geniuses, man. They
But
did
yeah.
an interview. I want to see if they talk. It's all in French.
Canadian rock duo formed in the Chicoutimi borough in Quebec in 2019. It was
They don't.
composed of two anonymous musicians.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. No one knows who they are. Look at him, dude. Look at this interview. Look at him. They don't speak.
So
they don't
they're not
talk. They're just
speaking?
being weird.
Are they not talking?
No. He's got like an Alka-Seltzer or something. And some other
That's
guys
so
talking.
crazy. So they wear masks.
Yeah.
One has like this upside down pyramid
Mm-hmm.
and like on his head,
Mm-hmm.
and then the other and like this mask over his face, but it has an extra long nose. And then the other one has almost like a bell over his head,
Mm-hmm.
and that nose. So the other guy's nose is just sticking straight out. The guy with the bell, his nose is just going like flaccid.
It
It's
really
limp.
is.
It's limp. Sorry I used that word. But no, so they play. One guy plays a bass. It's a two-bodied guitar. Well, the bottom body is a bass guitar, and the top body is a regular guitar.
Yeah.
And he plays that in every song.
Yeah.
It's creepy.
And they do loops. And what I was so impressed with was, so he'll start like, looping's always cool for me anyway, because like you have to do it perfect every time because it has to be so on. But what I saw about his that I thought was really impressive is because they're playing like different time signatures, like stuff like that. The thing will be playing, so obviously it's coming through, like they're hearing this play, and you'll watch the guitarist's hands playing something completely different. Like he's recording the next part.
Yeah.
And it's totally different from everything that's going on. So he's having to just like block that out completely and like play the next part, which is crazy.
That is crazy.
But yeah, dude,
So-
barely stumbled upon them. See them everywhere now. Like crazy.
So
Weird.
I wonder if that has. It doesn't have a pronunciation, but they are known for complex microtonal compositions in the style of math rock and experimental rock, and an absurdist public image featuring oversized papier-mâché masks and black and white polka-dotted costumes. So what is math rock?
Math rock's like those different, like a little bit of those different time signatures, but like it's kind of fast sometimes. Like it's not your standard 4/4. Like,
Yeah.
it just is a little bit more like
Yeah, it says
a little
it's
more jumpy.
It's an alternative indie rock style with roots in bands such as King Crimson and Rush. Is characteristic by complex atypical rhythm structures, including irregular stopping and starting, counterpoint, odd time signatures, and extended chords.
If you ever listen to Mute Math, they're kind of like that.
Mute math.
Yeah. Kind of
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. I just saw what time it is, dude. Sorry.
Oh, do you have to get going?
Yeah.
All right. Well, this was fun.
Thanks for joining.
Yeah.
I like your what ifs.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was fun.
That was fun. I've been listening to Ninjas Are Butterflies again, and that was one of Lily's questions.
Huh.
But
That's cool.
Anyway, we love you guys. We'll see you next time. Come and listen to us on Spotify as well. I'll have this episode and the previous episode coming out this week. So stay tuned, and thanks for listening.